Welcome to another Power BI tutorial. Today we will create a dashboard on audit findings. The topic was actually suggested by one of our subscribers on YouTube. We have an Excel file containing audit data of a food chain in 2022. It has audit periods, the start and the end date, status, percentage of completion, name of the branch, business process, observation, instances, significance, risk rating, redressal, result of the audit, and the action taken on each observation. We will import this Excel file into Power BI Desktop and create a dashboard of audit findings, their results, and action taken on each audit observation. We will import Excel file using the Get Data feature. Click on the Get Data and on the Get Data window, we will select the Excel workbook and press Connect. In the Open window, we will select the audit file and then press Open. In the Navigator window, we will select the tables we want to import into the Power BI. We can also use the transformed data to go into Power Query. However, we will click on the Load button to import data into Power BI directly. Once the data is imported, it will appear on the right side of the Power BI desktop, and all the fields will be available here to create a dashboard. We will start our dashboard by adding a title. To add a title, we will use the text box visual in the Home tab. First, we will add a line and column chart to show number of instances and their significance by period. We will add the audit period to the x-axis, removing the year, quarter, and day from the audit period field. And then we will add the instances to the column y-axis and significance to the line y-axis. Then we will change the height and width of the chart to 320 by 320 and place it at the bottom left corner of the dashboard. Next, we will show number of audit observations by branch. We will add a column chart to our dashboard next to the existing chart, and we will select branch field and add it to the x-axis and number of instances to the y-axis. We will change the height and width of this chart to 320 by 320 as well. We will also like to know what actions were taken on the observations. Therefore, we will add a pie chart and display the actions taken on observations by adding the action field to the legend area and the instances field to the values area. Now we can see that the warnings were issued to the most of the observations, and then there were fines issued against 25% of the observations, and against 17% observations no action was taken. We will place this chart here, and we will change its height and width to 320 by 320. We will also add a visual to show redressal by adding a pie chart. With the redressal field in the legend area and the number of instances field to the values area. Risk rating is one of the most important audit statistics. We will display significance and instances by risk rating. We already have a chart with number of instances and their significance. We will create a copy of this chart and place it here, and we will just replace the x-axis with the risk rating field. Now we have a chart showing number of instances and their significance by the risk rating. To display audit observations by business processes, we will add a bar chart to our dashboard, and we will add business processes to the x-axis and the number of observations or instances to the x-axis. In the next visual, we will show the audit results. We will copy the existing pie chart and place it here. And in the legend area, we will replace the action field with the result field. In our final visual on this dashboard, we will display average redressal rate against observations by adding a gauge chart here and uh, adding the redressal rate in the values field as average. We will also add the minimum value and the maximum value, for which we will add some measures. So first we will add the minimum value measure, and the formula we will use will be minimum is equal to 0. Then we will add another measure for maximum value, which will be equal to 100. Then we will use these values in our gauge chart. In the minimum value field, we will select the minimum measure, and in the maximum value field, we will select the maximum measure. This dashboard displays all the audit findings from the completed audit. However, we still have audit in process. And to display the information from the audit in process, we will create a new dashboard by adding a new page. On this dashboard, first we will copy the title from the previous dashboard, and then we will add a slicer at the top of the dashboard. In the slicers field area, we will add the audit period field. We will change the audit period to date hierarchy and remove the day and quarter from the audit period field. And then we will change the slicer to a drop down. Now we can select the December 2022 period, which is still in process. We would like to know the audit completion in percentage. To do that, we will add a gauge chart. We will place the gauge chart here, and we will select the progress percentage and place it in the values area as average. Then we will add the minimum and the maximum values. We will also like to know the status of various observations in the audit in process. To do that, we will add a pie chart here, and we will add the status field to the legend area and the number of instances field to the values area. However, because the audit is in process, there is currently uh, no availability of the instances. Therefore, we will add the observations to the values area. So we can see here that 50% of the observations are in complete stage and 13%, 25% are in process and 25% are in the planned stage. To see the audit progress in more detail, we will add a bar chart and we will add the observation field to the y-axis and the percentage field to the x-axis. Finally, we will display the audit progress by branch using a Gantt chart, which is unfortunately not available in the Power BI desktop by default. We will use the import a visual from a file button to import the Gantt chart into Power BI. Once this chart is imported and available in the Power BI desktop, we will place it in our dashboard, and then we will add the start and end dates. to the start and end date field. In the percentage completion, we will add the percentage field as average, and in the task field, we will add the branch field. This chart is used to display the progress and timeline. Currently, this is displaying the progress of audit in process. However, if you want to display the individual progress of uh, audit observations, you can click on each observation and this will display their relevant progress. Thank you for watching our tutorial, and please like and subscribe our channel for future updates.